let's move on to the next topic. And this one is Rep and NCC urging a Labour Party to actually, shelve their planned protest. And of course, which is the House of Representative on Representative Committee on Communication is interfacing with the leadership of NLC to avert the nationwide protest, which is scheduled for tomorrow, February 4th, over the 50% hike in telecom tariff. Now, recently, of course, an approved 30% increase on telecommunication companies, citing prevailing operational cost. But Mixed with this development, the NLC vowed to embark on a nationwide protest, calling on the federal government and the National Assembly to revert to the old tariff in the hearing. The union noted that the rally would serve as a warning on the danger of imposing such an unfair increase on a struggling population earning a minimum wage of only 70,000 naira, a population that has suffered an outrageous hike in the price of petrol, food, electricity tariff, among surgery, hardship in the past few years. Okay, if you trust me, I feel like it's a year plus or 2 years now. Almost 2 years. Now, speaking on the issue, the Chairman House Committee on Communications, Peter Akpatasene, said the panel was already reaching out to NLC to shelve this planned mass protest. And of course, we know he's representing the Akoko Edo Federal Constituency in Edo State, noting that the planned protest, if allowed to hold, would only bring out about more hardship for Nigerians. And similarly, the Director of Public Affairs of NCC, Ruben Moka, said that the Commission was making an effort to engage NLC over the new telecom tariff. So NCC, NLC, National Assembly, all of them are trying to, stop a protest which is supposed to happen tomorrow, in the light to actually reduce. They don't even want, NLC do not even want them to reduce the tariff. They want it to go back where it is, because there's hiking almost everything in Nigeria. So if you have to add that, then what else is remaining? So, but I know you always. I know you always say it's a good thing, the 50% increase, because if you look at the fuel, everybody's hiking, so they have the right to hike. But at the same time, my fear is a lot of people have believed that NLC is the president and the one in charge, is one they always know will come out and say, I want to fight for Nigerians, I want to fight for this. But once they have a meeting, they end up not ever attaining or achieving whatever they plan to protest for. But what's your take from this angle of NLC standpoint?
I'm still shocked that NLC, Labour Union, has not called for strike for the continuous increase of bag of rice. I don't know why they have not
called for that.
Nigeria to go on the street and strike and not eat rice. Because I don't understand the strike. I don't simply understand how we got here.
Yes.
All right? I don't think government has a hand in telecommunication operation in this country anymore. Where is MTEL? Used to government-owned telecom network, right?
Yeah.
From NITEL to MTEL. Where are they? These are private investors. I have been struggling to use my MiFi to stream this. I don't want to run the risk of advertising a company on this platform. All these movies platforms, streaming platforms. The network has become so bad.
Terrible.
So terrible that if you need to, in my house, if you need to stream, you better wake up by 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning and start streaming till maybe 11, when people have left that area for work.
Yeah.
In the evening, when you come back, you cannot even sign on. That's how bad it is. It was used to be very excellent, because these people don't have money to improve their platform anymore. They don't. NLC has been going on strike for the petroleum products even when it was. I started knowing the strike of NLC with Franco Kori during the June 12th.
Yeah.
Till Oshomole. and the rest. Up to today, how much are we buying fuel?
Right.
And as at that time, it was in full control of government. Now, you want to go on strike because a private company says we have to increase our tariff to enable us meet up our obligations to our shareholders and to improve on the network for a sector that is barely given attention by government. Every how many 2 years or 3 years, they keep renewing on their license. Huge amount of money. So just like, for instance, TV station in Nigeria want to increase their advertisement rate. And NCC says you cannot increase it. It's not possible. That is the way it is. That TV station, newspaper wake up, all the newspaper last year increased their advert rates. Because newsprint cost has gone up.
Yes.
All right? They didn't just increase the advert rate, they increased the cover price. NCC did not question. TV station today, you cannot call a TV station, average TV station in Nigeria, to cover a story for you without you paying almost about 4 million naira for 2 minutes news. 2-3 minute news. I can mention their names. NCC kept quiet. And these people this television station are using technology, telecom, as their back end to help. They are using a company that's not making money and they are increasing their own revenue. I'm not saying this thing because at the end of the day, someone will say, are you working with... I'm not a mouthpiece of any telecom company. I am not. I know some people could screenshot this and begin to share it as a part of, okay, this is what this guy is saying. Yes, I'm a journalist, right? But what is good is good. What is wrong is wrong. The recovery, you guys are women. How much is it? How much was it last year? How much is it today? Who is telling them not to increase their prices? Who? It is not telecommunication. Listen, it's not a right. It's a privilege. If you don't use phone, until I finish secondary school, I don't know what phone is. I mean, phone started in 2001. So people can still live. There's a lot of people in this country who are living without a phone.
Yeah.
There are a lot more places in this country that are not covered by telecommunication. They are living. The same NLC went and said the government should pay their staff 750,000 per month. They have forgotten that when the government approves 70, that the private sector will actually be 90 or 100. All right? Now, they have forgotten that private sector includes who? What is it called? Telecom. The same NLC will not see that the CBN has asked that every transaction you do, that you must pay 15 naira. That in that 15 naira, there's 1 naira 88 kobo. This money for my company account, for maintenance of my company account in one of the banks. I'm not talking about all the charges. I don't know what they maintain in my account. And they begged me to open that account. They took maintenance, 4,500.
How long has it been?
Now, every month.
Wow.
That is not part of it. If you do a transaction, 2 naira 80 kobo, 1 naira 80 kobo, 85 kobo, calculate it in every transaction that you do. The NCC has not seen it. One of my banks, they gave me a card. They say it's called Platinum card. They have given me a notice that every month that card, if I use it every quarterly, that card, whether I use it or not, I will be paying 7,500.
Monthly.
Quarterly.
Quarterly.
Okay.
But I paid 5,000 to acquire the card. So, at the end of the day, how would you be looking for where people should do something good and turn a blind eye at others and face others. Allow telecom. If a telecom make 200, I can assure you that some people will make 100 increase, some will make 20, some will make 30. Anyone that you choose to belong to, you go there. It was one telecommunication organization or company that make everybody, like make others join per second billing.
Yes.
All right? Today, nobody does, none of them does per minute billing anymore. All right? So I consider this strike unnecessary for those who want to be part of it, for those who are castrated, for those who conceive it. It is highly nonsensical.
Okay, all right. Let's quickly hear from our Zoom guests because of our time. Okay, Apostle Paul Wandu, what's your take on this protest which is about to start? But we do not know the update if they will still be going ahead with the protest or not.
I'm very disappointed with the statement that when it was some people not supposed to have a phone. Very, very disappointed. In this modern world, even children of 5 years, 3 years, should have access to social media and information on their phones. And at the same time, I am not worried about labor. I am worried about our representatives who don't understand that people are passing through difficult time. It is their duty to regulate prices and know that private sectors will not overcharge citizens. And it is very, very wrong what is going on. And it's because of index and general corruption in Nigeria, nothing seems to be working. We have lost confidence in labor because labor has not achieved anything. They are working with government. They will have private discussion and they will come out and say, we want to strike, we want to riot, we want to do this. At the end, they will fall in line with the government. And the House of Representatives, that means I'm telling you, this total structure of Nigeria is annoying. And I'm telling you, whether you like it or not, protest or no protest, government will go ahead and do what they want to do. Whether the people are dying, nobody cares. Whether the people have money to feed, nobody cares. Because we have leaders and people in authority who are not sensitive to people, people they are leading. So no structure in Nigeria seems to be working. And if you want to blame people to labor, what they should not go on protest, what do you want them to do? To sit down without reacting? No. And if you ask the other people not to increase their tariff, how will they run the company? Government will come to a helping hand to reduce the cost of running company in Nigeria. They cannot. So the situation in Nigeria is so sympathetic that nothing seems to be working. Let me tell you, I check last 20 years, last 25 years, this discussion was on. Nigerians are repeating what they have discussed 30 years ago, and nothing has been done. And I'm telling you, this discussion will repeat itself if this government continue like this in next 10 years or 15 years. That means we are not functioning as a nation. If we cannot tackle problems, if we cannot have solution to issues, that nation is not working. Whether you like it or not, I am here to tell you that Nigerian nation has been hijacked, manipulated, conquered by evil policies that cannot salvage the country, that cannot bring light to the country. And whether they increase or don't increase, the citizens have the power to decide what happened to them, and they have not taken that decision. Let them increase it until the pain gets to the point that the citizen will say, enough is enough. Nigeria will get ready to repent and change. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. Okay, comrade, very quickly, I'm sorry I have to time you in about just 1 minute, please, comrade. 1 minute. Please, can you tell us what's your take on this planned protest as regards the telecom hike in price?
1 minute. Wow, that's too well. Let me manage my time. Thank you very much. I want to appeal to all Nigerians to look at what NSC have said as just people who are just the toothless bulldog. They should not take them serious. Since the emergence of this administration, NMC, the present crop of labor we have, the leadership of the NSC, have not been up and doing, and they are not working for the generality of Nigerians. Every policy, every intervention that the NNC have waged in terms of policy making by this present administration have not seen the light of the day. They only row, they cry. At the end of the day, they go indoor, after taking coffee, they come out and change the story. So whether they are going on strike on the 4th of February is not going to hold water, and I know nothing will come out of it. And now it's an oversight. These telecommunication companies, they have been operating in an inconducive environment. They are not making much profit as they ought to have made. I'm not working with them, I'm not their mouthpiece, but we saw it, and they are the only company that are giving Nigerians life. Today, many people would have committed suicide, but due to their services that they render to Nigerians, you see people laughing on TikTok, people watching reels and all of that is on Facebook. These are the things that have been giving Nigerians hope. And most of what they are doing, they are running their business almost at loss. Permit me to mention, today, Exis Alert have gone moribund. And we have 3 now that are currently working, but don't let me mention one of those 3. Another one is shaking. He's not on his feet. Amongst the 3, I will not mention the name, but today, as anybody, Exis Alert is not working. What are the NSC doing when the discos, especially Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company, have increased their minimum recharge, vending tariff to 5,000 naira? On a prepaid meter, you cannot pay. You can't pay less than 5,000 naira to recharge. In the past, about 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, you can recharge to as minimum as 1,000 naira on a band A 4.4 unit. But today, they have changed the system that it is when you have 5,000 naira, you can recharge. What has NSC done, to this increment? The electronic transfer fee of 15 naira that we mentioned by Chief Godi there, by the Federal Inland Revenue Service. What has NSC done? They did nothing. They felt as if they didn't know what was going on, So now, a bag of cement is about 10,000 naira. What has NSC done? So please, don't let us take NSC serious. When NSC talk, please, nobody, should have, don't be jittery as if heaven will fall. You will see. Let them call the strike, whatever. People will go back, start going about their businesses. People will not even listen to them because they are government apologists. And the issue about this telecommunication tariff increase, please.
Okay, sir, we have to call you. Sorry, apologies.
Enough.
Comrade.
Communication industry have suffered enough.
Okay, comrade, apologies. We have to go right now because of our time. Okay, so I actually want to appreciate you, comrade, because in fact, I wish there was enough time. We need to really hear your opinions because trust me, you're making some very, very amazing points, but we just have to go. We have only 1 minute. Thank you so much, Apostle. Thank you so much, comrade, and thank you very much for our viewers, of course, who are joining the program. Thank you so much for being part of it. As always, we love you, and we know regardless, every time we call on you, you're always here. Thank you, Apostle Paul is also a first timer, but we'll be having more of Apostle Paul on our screen. Thank you very much for coming. Okay, and of course, our Chief, gracias. Even though you're always attacking us from beginning to the end, we still love you. We can do it.
I am hoping that next week Covenant will join the trade.
Okay.